All right, so this last example 4, you have to set up the 3 equations before you solve them. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it very well because if you set them up wrong, of course you're going to get the wrong answer. I'm going to read this. An amphitheater charges $75 for each seat in section A, $55 for each seat in section B, $30 for each lawn seat. There are 3 times as many seats in section B as section A. The revenue, which is the money that bring in from selling all 23,000 seats, is $870,000. How many seats are in each section? So first thing we need to do is determine variables. We need to determine what we're trying to solve for. What don't we know? What do we need to know? What seats? What about the seats? How many seats? The number of seats. Okay, and how many sections are there?
3. 3.
There's section A, B, and lawn. Okay, so we could use X, Y, and Z. Okay, so we're going to say that X is the number of seats in A. We're going to say Y is the number of seats in B. And we'll call Z the number of seats in C. And I write these down because those variables weren't like given. You are assigning those variables, and it helps for you to remember what X stands for. So if it's written on your paper, you're going to remember because you can read it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for equations. I'm going to look for things that are equal. I'm going to look for totals. Are there any totals in here? What's a total?
870,000.
That's total revenue, right. Is there any other totals? I'm going to do that 1 second.
23,000 seats.
Right, 23,000 is the total number of seats. And here's the seats in A, the seats in B, and the seats in C. Or seats in lawn. Sorry, it's not C, is it? It's lawn. Yeah, lawn. Okay. So if I add together the number of seats in A plus the number of seats in B plus the lawn, I get 23,000. That's an equation. That's something that's equal. That's equation number 1. Yay. Now, going back to what Danny said, he said another total is at $870,000. But to get money for your total, you have to add money. If you're adding money, you won't get number of seats. If you add money together, you're going to get money, right? So we know it needs to equal $870,000. Well, this has to be money. So if I know that there's X number of seats in A, how much do they cost per seat? So we do 75 per X seat plus $55 per Y seat plus $30 per lawn seat, and then we get $870,000. We have 3 variables. We have to have 3 equations. So there's one more piece of information up here that isn't equal. Yeah, it's this part right here. 3 times as many seats in section B as in section A. And before we write that equation down, what has more, A or B? 3 times as many seats in B as in A. So if A is this big, B is this big. How do I make them equal? How do I make these equal to each other? If you times the small one by 3, you will get 3 times that, right? 3 times A is equal to B. Because B is 3 times as big as A. So I take A and I multiply it by 3 to make it 3 times as big. So I write 3x equals y. People usually put the 3 on the wrong side. But if you think about which one's bigger, then you can make this one times 3 to make them equal. You want to make them equal. And then from there, that one's just like example 1 that we did. So you would follow the steps for example 1. So your assignment is a worksheet, which I'm passing out right now, but it is, similar to the worksheet we had the other for the weekend, only there's less. Eight questions. 2/3 the size of the other one. I don't think these take as long as the graphing questions. Other than graphing questions took a while, I don't think these do. Oh, by the way, we can't graph these. You know why? You have to